Today I want to talk a little bit about the differences between a nursing home and assisted living. A lot of people think that they are one and the same. In fact, I had a patient telling me today that she was going to put her elderly mother into a nursing home, but what she really meant was that the woman was going to be moving into assisted living. So let's take a little bit closer look so that you know what you are talking about when it comes to yourself or to an elderly parent. Hi, it's Robin with SeniorSafetyAdvice.com. Tune into our channel for tips and hints for aging in place safely for both seniors and caregivers. So the broad general overview main difference between a nursing home and assisted living is the type of care and services that the person who is residing there needs. A nursing home, they have a room of their own, or because some do have private rooms, or they're sharing a room with somebody, but it's more of a hospital setting. These are people who need to have care and monitoring basically around the clock, as I said before. So they're going to have people on the premises as part of the nursing home who are going to come in and give their medications and things like that when the person needs it and in the amount that they need. Nursing homes, the people who live there generally are not able to take care of themselves. They also generally may need some type of therapy. So a nursing home may have physical therapy staff, speech therapy staff, occupational therapy staff, things like that that will come in and assist the person who lives there. In an assisting living facility, as I said before, that's going to be more independent. They just need a little bit of help, a little bit, here and there for things. Maybe they're mostly independent, but they just have a problem transferring from the wheelchair to the toilet and back again. And so assisted living would have somebody who would come in and help with that. Usually they can do most of their activities of daily living. Generally speaking, assisted living is not going to have therapy on premises. That would be something that would be contracted for by the person who lives in assisted living if they were to need any of those services. Also, medication, sometimes you can pay extra to be in assisted living and have them come in and give you your medications on time and at whatever dosage. But generally speaking, that is not something that's provided in an assisted living facility either. Usually it's more like some minimal help with activities of daily living, but then also being able to go down to a dining area and having your meals provided for you. A lot of times they'll have housekeeping that will come in once or twice a month. Nursing home, you're going to be watched over pretty much 24/7. So then if you're not being watched over 24/7, makes you wonder, is assisted living cheaper than a nursing home? That's going to depend on the state where you live, and it's also going to depend on the care that you need. One study showed that in 2020, it cost about $89,000 to $100,000 a year to have somebody in a nursing home. That same study showed that in 2018, an assisted living facility ran on average about $4,000 a month, which is about $48,000 a year. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference. However, it needs to be said that if somebody in assisted living needs something else like additional therapy or whatever, obviously that's going to cost more. So you may be wondering, how do you choose between assisted living or a nursing home? So as I said, a lot of it depends on the person's needs. And you may be interested to know that a person who has dementia or Alzheimer's can generally do very well in an assisted living facility that has a memory care floor or memory care department. They do very well all the way up until the very, very late stages. At that point in the late stages, they likely would be transferred to a nursing home because generally they can't speak, they can't really do anything at all for themselves. And so in that case, they would need that higher level of care that a nursing home would provide. So the questions to ask yourself when you're trying to decide whether your parent should go into assisted living or into a nursing home, the first thing to think of is, how do they get around where they are now? If they can get around just fine and they just need a couple of things, help with a couple of things, probably an assisted living facility is where they should be. But if they struggle to get around where they are now, they can't get out of their chairs, they are walking down hallways, holding onto walls, whatever, and it's a challenge for them to get around, they probably need to go into a nursing home instead, where they can be watched more closely. Another thing to think about is, do they have family or friends nearby that can help them? If that's not the case, if there is no one around and they are having a little bit of difficulty, it might be better for them to be in a nursing home because everything will be provided for them. Another thing to think about is family dynamics. Sometimes it just works out that the family dynamics don't allow for someone to be taken care of by family. Maybe you have an abusive parent and it's just not something that you can do because, let's face it, that would be difficult to try and take care of somebody that you'd been challenged by your entire life. So in that case, it's probably better that that person goes into a nursing home. Another thing to consider is, do they have physical, mental, or cognitive declines? If they're, early dementia or Alzheimer's, again, they may be fine in an assisted living facility for a while. Keep in mind that you can always go into assisted living and then they could be transferred into a full-service nursing home over time if their situation declines. So I hope that this has helped you to kind of understand a little more the differences between nursing home and assisted living. Nursing homes, again, they provide a much higher level of care than an assisted living facility. So if you have any questions, we have a wonderful article that we wrote about the differences. I'm going to drop that in the description below. And I hope that this has cleared things up for you. So thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. The button is down in the corner there. Just hit that, and then when the notification bell pops up, make sure you click that, and then you will never miss one of our informative videos. So until the next video, take care. Thanks again for watching. Bye.